Listen. During the colonial period, the people are called upon to fight against oppression. After national liberation, they are called upon to fight against poverty, illiteracy, and underdevelopment. The struggle, they say, goes on. The people realize that life is an unending contest. Let me calm down. We have said that the natives' violence unifies the people. By its very structure, colonialism is separatist and regionalist. Colonialism does not simply state the existence of tribes, it also reinforces and separates them. At the level of individuals, violence is a cleansing force. It frees the native from his inferiority complex. Hi, I would like to introduce you to my favorite book in the entire world, The Wretched of the Earth by Frantz Fanon. If there's any book that everyone should read in the world, this is the book. I know we like to talk about mental health and we like to talk about symptoms and what it means to have this and that and how to navigate the world with mental issues. This book, I wonder if it's one of the first books to discuss how colonialism and decolonization affects people's brains. He is saying in this book, guys, do you guys see what's happening to everyone's minds? Guys, people are not okay. He has studied what the trauma of colonization has done to people. And I think this is such an important book, especially for post-democratic societies as well, and especially. Did I use that twice? Okay. If you live in South Africa or you live in a country that was once touched by white people, you should read this book. If you are a white person and your country has touched other countries inappropriately, read this book. Look at how much I have highlighted this book. This is how you know I love this book. This is how you know I love this book. My God, I'm just blown away. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, shall we read the pink page? Number 1, national liberation, national renaissance, the restoration of nationhood to the people, Commonwealth, whatever may be the headings used or the new formulas introduced, decolonization is always a violent phenomenon. Keep that in mind. Decolonization is quite simply the replacing of a certain species of man by another species of man, without any period of transition. There is a total, complete, and absolute substitution. Number 3, decolonization, which sets out to change the order of the world, is obviously a program of complete disorder, but it cannot come as a result of magical practices, nor of a natural shock, nor of a friendly understanding. Decolonization, as we know, is a historical process. That is to say that it cannot be understood, it cannot become intelligible, nor clear to itself except in the exact measure that we can discern the movements which gave it its historical form and content. In decolonization, there is therefore the need of complete calling in question of the colonial situation. If we wish to describe it precisely, we might find it in the well-known words, the last shall be first, and the first last. Decolonization is the putting into practice of the sentence. That is why if we try to describe it, all decolonization is successful. Number 6, there's going to be many quotes because I highlighted the whole thing. You do not turn any society, however primitive it may be, upside down with such a program if you are not decided from the very beginning, that is to say, from the actual formulation of that program, to overcome all the obstacles that will come. The native who decides to put the program into practice and to become its moving force, meaning the comrades, is ready for violence at all times. From birth, it is clear to him that this narrow world, strewn with prohibitions, can only be called in question by absolute violence. So now Frantz Fanon is saying, wait, let's talk. If you want to free yourself from the oppressor, you need to be violent. And this is something that the native understands very well. So we have this quote here that shows the distinction between how the colonizers and the settlers live versus the natives. So how the white people that have colonized the country live versus how the people that were born there live. It says that the settlers' town is a strongly built town, all made of stone and steel. It is a brightly lit town. The streets are covered with asphalt, and the garbage cans swallow all the livings, unseen, unknown, and hardly thought about. The settlers' feet are never visible, except perhaps in the sea, but there you are never close enough to see them. His feet are protected by strong shoes, although the streets of his town are clean and even, with no holes or stones. The settlers' town is a well-fed town, an easy-going town. Its belly is always full of good things. The settlers' town is a town of white people, of foreigners. Think of Cape Town, the city. And then now we're going to go into the township, Guguletu and the likes. The town belonging to the colonized people, or at least the native town, the Negro village, the Medina, the reservation, is a place of ill fame, peopled by men of evil repute. They are born there. It matters little where or how. They die there. It is a world without spaciousness. Men lived on top of each other, and their hearts are built on top of the other. The native town is a hungry town, stuffed of bread, of meat, of shoes, of coal, of light. The native town is a crouching village, a town on its knees, a town wallowing in the mire. It is a town of niggers and dirty Arabs. The look that the native turns on the settler's town is a look of lust, a look of envy. It expresses his dreams of possession, all men of possession, to sit at the settler's table, to sleep in the settler's bed, with his wife if possible. The colonized man is an envious man, and this the settler knows very well. When the Atlanteans meet, he ascertains bitterly, always on the defensive. They want to take our place. It is true. For there is no native who does not dream at least once a day of setting himself up in the settler's place. This world divided into compartments, this world cut in two, is inhabited by two different species. The cause is the consequence. You are rich because you are white because you are rich. This is why the Marxist analysis should always be slightly stretched every time we have to do with the colonial problem. Okay, summary. Point number 1, decolonization is a violent action because colonialism was founded and maintained through violence. You can only achieve decolonization through violence. That's number 1. Number 2, there's a clear dichotomy between the oppressor and the oppressed and their worlds. This one is orderly, it seems peaceful, it's rich. This one is poor, unpeaceful, dirty. And the difference between the two is just force, pure force. That is what can link the two together. Number 3, for colonized people, violence is a form of identity and a way to regain dignity. Form of identity and a way to regain dignity. Yes. Frantz Fanon argues that for people that have been colonized, the only way they feel seen and the only way they feel they can regain their power or their position in society or anywhere is through violence. So it's not only a physical action, but also a psychological action. When the native or the people that have been colonized act through violence, they feel empowered. Number 4, the poor people of the country are the answer. Do not look at the middle class because they are too close to whiteness. They are getting a lot of benefits from whiteness. The people that care for revolutionary change in the country are the peasants. So yeah, do with that what you will. Number 5, leave all regional and tribal politics. For a country to be able to decolonize successfully, you need to think of yourself as a united nation. Have one national identity. If you start looking at tribal lines, religious lines, then the colonizer has succeeded in dividing you and has weakened your revolutionary effort for decolonization. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna read the book now. Thank God I have nothing to do today.